Welcome to TAGTALK. I'm your host, Nadirah Nazeer. My guest today came all the way from England. His name is Romeo Gulzar, originally entered England as an asylum seeker in the year 2000, and now the managing editor of Pokal News. Barely being able to speak a word of English, the Lahore-born businessman started from the ground up and worked as a cleaner to support himself when he first arrived in the UK, and quickly learned how to communicate. He has since obtained various accolades for the past decades. Welcome to Toronto and welcome to the show, Romeo.
Thank you very much.
You have a very interesting story, and I could see that within 11 years you were already managing editor. So tell us a little bit. What I want to talk to you about is a little bit of your journey. I know you're also here to promote the Curry Award. I'm super excited to talk about that. And then a lot of the fundraising and charity work that you do. So let's start with, tell me a little bit about your journey when you first came to England.
Firstly, thank you very much to yourself and TAG TV giving me this opportunity to sharing my little bit interesting story. And I believe everybody have a story. And my story is born in Lahore, Pakistan, in Punjab province, and moved from Pakistan in 2000, as you said, and as asylum seeker. So arrived in UK in 2000, and then don't know where to start life. And it's very hard because between in Pakistan and UK is a massive different culture, and so a lot of challenge. The first challenge was rain. I never seen rains many years. First time I seen rains in 10 years when I arrived, because growing up in different cultures, we don't see, we will not have a rain, but we have a very different kind of rain in Pakistan or in Dubai or so in England. So that was
you can always guarantee there's going to be rain in England.
Always.
Yeah.
Anybody can have all the time rains, which now are part of the rain. I love that, and it's really, and now I miss rain. If I don't say a few days, that's truly. But yes, it's because it's when it's go heat up and this you running around doing things is different. Going back to your question, so journey is very interesting. Coming into UK 2000 as asylum seekers and don't know where to start life, and the bigger lot of challenge, weather, language barrier. When I arrived in UK, I couldn't speak much English. I always say to just a few words, which is yes, no, and KFC. So that is fitted and everywhere. I love meat. I eat a lot of meats, and so it's a lot of challenge. But it's a very interesting journey. But at the same time, I always say it's a miracle journey. When you believe on your vision, believe yourself, and believe on God, and every hurdles go away.
Anything is possible. Absolutely, yes, yes. So what got you into journalism?
Another very good question. I believe people do journalism, maybe some people see as a job, or I believe I'm born as a journalist, and I'm born in struggle. I've seen in Pakistan, I come from in Pakistan from minority background, and the minority I've seen is everywhere struggles. And that time, I'm talking about, if I'm not wrong, 25 years back or 30 years back, is there is still, I believe, minorities news was like kind of dies, not much to talk about it, always have a mainstream community issues, but minority issues just kind of die everywhere. So that was from a church, and I have that passion to how can tell that our story to the world, even not to our neighborhoods. World is too far at that time, that dream. So it's just kind of journalism born in my blood. God gave me that talent, and that frustration was there. I want to people who are suffering for any reason, for religious racism or any other. So I want to tell to the world they're all human beings. They're all Pakistani. Doesn't matter where religious or colors. So I just decided to start a little kind of, that time was a newsletter to writing, and we didn't have produced much money, and so what we did, we managed to produce one newsletter and sharing with our church community, to giving to one to other and telling them what things going on. And then times move on. I moved from Pakistan to Dubai, and Dubai is a bit more free world, but it's still we was in kind of in Islamic states. And that time, now we in Dubai we have Gurdwaras, we have church, we have Hindu temples, all sort of worship places. But when I'm talking about that time, it's very hard to you can carry on to Bible, and that's very kind of a very different world. But as of course it is a very modern world, and as what you seen on internet or on television is very different. Real life is very different. So I have to 2000. There is a we have to. I can't go back to Pakistan and then can't leave anymore in Dubai, so I have to escape. Well, I came into England. I still remember I came into England and 2nd of June landed, and 2000. I don't know what to do. I came out from outside the Heathrow airport and rain, big welcome, and very emotional journey, heartbroken, left everybody behind, and all belongings, all loved ones, my children. So I got 2 children, and don't know what to do. And after 14 or 15 days, I couldn't handle. I went go back. I said, this is not for me. I said to ring, I'll pick up my phone. My mom's, I can't handle. I'm coming back. And she's cried, no, you're not coming back. So anyhow, then I went back, and then I couldn't. I have to fly next day back to England. So I have no choice. Either have choice to sacrifice my own life or challenge the big things. Though, then mom, I still remember those days. That's my last time I saw my mom. She dropped me at the airport. Never seen her back.
But it was, fast forward 19 years, you're now managing director, have a publication in England. You've also got several accolades from what I've read from your bio. You've also been the founder of a lot of different shows. I know Leicester Got Talent. I know we're going to be talking about that and a few others. And I want to talk a little bit about your publications. Is that a digital or print publication for Pokal News?
Okay, we started as a print.
Okay.
And then now is the modern world is digital. Without digital, you can't survive.
Absolutely.
And yes, we proud to say this 8 years in running, and we are quarterly publications. We are between coffee and lifestyle.
Okay.
And coffee table lifestyle publications.
Okay.
We talk about people's achievement in the magazines, and we talk about. I'm big passion. I'm really proud to be part of City of Leicester, and we talk about Leicestershire and Rotherham's growth, and we produce many heroes.
Excellent.
So we're looking at people's achievements, because when you tune any channel these days, we always talking about very kind of either
depressing topic,
and so when my team came forward and said we want to publish a magazine, they said only one thing we do in a magazine, we make sure we talk happy chappy stories
and elevating the good work that a lot of local people are doing in Leicester, which is really great. So I want to take a quick break here, and we're going to be right back and talk about all the different initiatives that Romeo has taken in Leicester. We'll be right back.
Losing weight and feeling fit is a simple 3-point process: diet, exercise, and a weight reduction supplement. VegiSlim by Greenish is a Health Canada approved weight management formula that's effective, safe, vegetarian, and natural to use. Combined with the right diet and exercise plan, VegiSlim will bring you back onto the path of healthy living.
Welcome back, everybody. I am here with Romeo Gozal, the managing editor for Pokal News. So, Romeo, I've read a lot about you, and you have quite a number of accolades. So tell us a few of the great initiatives that you've taken in Leicester.
I don't know about, thank you to putting that word great, but we tried our best to bring something new and better for the community and benefit to all loved ones and neighborhoods and around the world. So we have a few I can name. We started Leicester's Got Talent, and the Leicester Curry Awards, which is very close to my heart. I love curry, 7 days a week, 24 hours a day I can eat curry. And then we had a National Samosa Week, and now we just launched a new awards, which is called Ethnic Media Awards.
Okay. And so which one was your first initiative? Was it Leicester Got Talent? So which one of those that you just mentioned was the first one?
The first one is the Leicester's Got Talent.
Okay. And is it predominantly for South Asian, or it could be any, was it music-based or dance?
Very good. Is anybody,
okay.
Anybody, no race, color, religious, for everybody. Because Great Britain is like a Toronto, is a multicultural for everybody. And so we try to encourage young people, and you have an age limit, 8 to 25. If you are in that age bracket, come and just visit to leicester'sgottalent.com, and you're most welcome to take part in 2019. So it's not about, it's about entertainment. Any talent, doesn't matter you're a singer, you're a dancer, you are a poet, or you have any kind of talent, please come forward.
Excellent. And you mentioned two others here. I want to talk about the curry one last because that's your big thing. And stay tuned, folks, for the next segment. We're going to talk about the Toronto Curry Award that's actually coming here for the second year. So you want to have, we'll talk more about that in the next segment. So tell me a little bit about the other two. You mentioned journalism and samosas.
Yes, samosas. Yeah. Samosas, again, very close to my heart. I still remember in back home, my dad and my sister, older sister, she's always after work bring bag of samosas and we enjoy. And that was our prestige parties every day or every weekend. So then we came into moving to England, and samosa culture was everywhere. And the triangle. And the triangles, everybody thinks samosa come from, a little bit history, people think come from India or Pakistan. No, that was not the truth. All my life I was thinking samosas given by India or Pakistan. Before the samosa come from Middle East.
Really?
It's come from Middle East, but that triangle is around the world, and multi-million pound industries around the world, if I'm not wrong. Must be a lot of people that's triangles lover in Canada and Toronto as well. So then we started National Samosa Week as a spicy and funny campaign because mental health and there's depressions everywhere. So we want to give something kind of to the community to have a bit fun, at least not every day, but at least once a year, or every kind of we encouraging to schools, to the colleges, to the workspace and the businesses, to anybody to come forward and enjoy that triangle, and we'd have a fun, take a picture, tweet it, and same time we do fundraising for two different charities as
So
well.
are people participating and bringing their recipe and you're choosing the best samosas?
What is we have we launched last year, the first National Samosa Week and went viral. So we did a men's versus samosa. Who can eat within 10 minutes how many samosas they can eat. That was competition. And then we given to who's can produce best samosa. Like a lot of meat samosa, vegetarian. So one of them local restaurants, and they produce the best chocolate samosa forever in the world.
So it's sweet, it's savory and sweet samosas.
Samosas.
So reinventing the samosas.
So that was all, and it's really fun. And that young girl, she did really well. And so now we are, before I fly to England, so we receive an email, somebody want to give a challenge, they're going to produce vegan samosa, real vegan samosa.
That is
it's amazing.
Great. I can't say I've ever had a sweet samosa. It's always been savory. You have to tell me when the next samosa award is happening. I may have to make a trip just to try all these delicious ones.
Great, you're most welcome.
Or bring it to Toronto.
Why not? So why not? It could be. So now knows we can bring that National Samosa Week in Toronto. And it's really funny. Of this morning, I had a meeting with one of our sponsors, and we're talking about it, and we're thinking how we can same kind of business model bring into the Toronto. So that could be very soon.
Okay. And you mentioned journalism.
Yeah, journalism, where Pucar News started in 2001 when I came to England. Okay. And so wanted to do pattern, but Pucar News started from Pucar Project Southampton. So started bringing community together. So I started it to, that time, as I said, mentioned earlier, it's a big language barriers problems to me. I couldn't understand much English and learning that time, but the passion and is there. So I was looking to break. So there was in Southampton that time I was living in South in Southampton. So the community radio give me as a T-boy job, and they don't have. There was a volunteer, and I said I don't mind. I want to be somewhere in the media. So I was making a tea for 6 months, and I was happy to be called T-boy. I was really happy. One day was happen. A quick wrap. There is one of them presenter didn't turn up, and they have and so the producer was really scratching his head. He said, "What I can do?" And I said, "Okay, you have choice. Either play auto music, can I have a give a go?" And as you can do it, I did, and I started and went viral. That was my first break, and my responsibility was talking to community issues in Britain. So I was talking about the community issues in Southampton and Hampshire, what's community facing issue, and I was always naturally I was very good. And as you said earlier, on anything you can do in hosting a program or doing a story, you have to be doing research. So I got a 10-minute to research quickly what topic is. And that is, and was listeners, I can't say hundreds, but the really phone lines. I remember the producer was really, and he soon off the air and came and gave me a big hug. He said, "You got a permanent show."
So you had a natural talent. Opportunity made itself. You were able to showcase your natural talent, just like you have a palate for curry. So what we're going to do, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to talk about the Leicester Curry Award, and also now coming to Toronto on June the 3rd. So we'll talk more about that. Take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
Losing weight and feeling fit is a simple 3-point process: diet, exercise, and a weight reduction supplement. VeggieSlim by Greenish is a Health Canada approved weight management formula that's effective, safe, vegetarian, and natural to use. Combined with the right diet and exercise plan, VeggieSlim will bring you back onto the path of healthy living.
Welcome back, everybody. We are going to be talking about Curry Award with Romel. Romel, I know you started the Leicester Curry Award. When did that start?
We launched Leicester Curry Awards 2016,
Okay.
and the first event we hosted in 2017, and second award we just hosted just last year, 2018, and now third is just around the corner on Monday, the 8th of April, 2019, Leicester Curry Awards.
I need to ask, how did you come up with the idea of, hey, I'm going to do a Curry Award?
Okay, a lot of people ask me this question, and I'll be always give to honest. I can say vaguely why we come with the idea. When you go outside of Leicester and people say, where are you from? And this happens so many times. I say, from Leicester. People say, oh, which country is this? People don't realize, yeah. And people know London, people know Manchester or Birmingham, and I got really angry. Why? And then that's what I'm talking about, just outside of England. When you go outside of Leicester to go even Birmingham or Manchester, coming back to in our country, when you travel, where you from? Leicester. Oh, you have a must be good curry houses. We know as a curry capital, but unfortunately we was a curry capital about around, if I'm not wrong, 14 years back, and now we never win that title back again. And that's truly we are a curry capital, because spoiled of choice is so many curries, South Asian curry. You talk about Pakistani curry, Bangladeshi curry, Sri Lankan, and so much from India.
Don't forget the Mauritian curry.
Yeah,
I'm from Mauritius.
Yeah,
so
you're from
the
Mauritius, of
Mauritian
course,
curry?
and I love dal puri. Yeah, I'm a big fan of dal puri. So I get a little bit kind of little bit sweet, angry. I can put that word, and gently. And I say, okay. I came back to the office. I said, we're going to host our first curry awards. And I went to a friend of mine. He took me to we have a national curry awards. He took me there and said, how come everybody saying you have a best curry in Leicester, in Midland and East Midland, how come we don't have our own awards? So I said to team 2016, we're going for curry awards, and no one believed us. Oh, we all bunch of journalists, and how come we never done any events such at that level? But he said, we're going for it. Honestly, Nadirah, when we announced the first Leicester Curry Awards, people went in social media, you're still on the public domain, people went crazy, and they really welcomed really well. Member of the public, member of the restaurants or takeaways, who's owner or takeouts, they're all welcomed very well, and they're all excited. Hey, Romel, we are on, and where we are today.
I would love to be the judge one day for those curry awards, because I'm a foodie. I'm absolute big foodie. So I could tell from my palate, like the different type and the flavors and everything else. So to keep that in mind.
That's really good, actually. We are hoping to very soon, I can't say on air, but very soon, we launching some new projects we will put in my mind. I'll put your name forward to the team as well. Maybe we consider you.
Excellent, excellent. So the good news here for the Torontonians and people in the GTA area, Romel is brought already the Curry Award to Toronto. I personally attended it last year, and it was absolutely fabulous with delicious meal. The nice thing about the event, so you get to sample the different food. They actually serve you on the table with the different food from all the restaurants that participated. So there's all different flavors that you tried. So what made you decide to come to Toronto?
Well, I'm not sure, have you been to England, or especially you've been to Leicester?
Never been to Leicester, but I've been to London.
Okay, yeah. If you compare to Leicester, where we're sitting right now, Mississauga and Brampton is not much different. I travel good few years in Brampton and Mississauga. What I seen is not different between Leicester. Only I seen the different is just you guys have a really big cars here and big roads and big house and all those sort of stuff, because we are a kind of a geography is a very small country compared to Canada or GTA, you know. So Leicester is, but it just everybody's very multicultural, and a lot of, it's really funny when you go to Leicester. If you can't speak English, no worries, no big issue, because people speak Gujarati, Hindi, Punjabi, Urdu, and Mauritians as well. Yeah, so we have a few very good families from Mauritius. So it's very multicultural. So I couldn't see everybody when walk around in Mississauga and Brampton. And then I said, okay, so now second destination is Toronto Curry Awards. So we launched again in 2017 here, and we hosted where you was there last year in 26th of June at the Holiday Inn in Toronto. So we hosted the first Toronto Curry Awards, and then now we're bringing to you second Curry Awards June the 3rd.
Okay, and where can our viewers find that information if they want to, either restaurant wants to participate or people wants to come and attend the event?
Yeah, of course. So nomination will be start open if you are on the restaurants or takeout. So please visit our website www.torontocurryawards.com and or our social media on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook page. Just type Toronto Curry Awards, it will be pop up, and all the information on our website.
Excellent, and we'll have that at the end of the show. So we'll share the website or the Instagram handle or the Facebook where you can go and participate. Or for those of you who wants to try those delicious food, you can also attend the event and try to sample those food from the different restaurants. And which other country are you going to take it next to?
Well, it's just this morning at a meeting, and this is exclusive for you. No one know. And of course, my team know we have registered in New York Curry Award, and we are taking to, hopefully we're launching in October, and we're hosting a first one next year.
Excellent. So next is New York.
New York.
That is a great choice because they are also very multicultural.
Yep.
And also it's a big city with different people just kind of trying different things. And I think the Curry Award, I guess at the end of the day, you can take that pretty much globally.
It's a globally, like we was going to host Swedish Curry Award this year, but somehow we didn't delay it because we was really busy in Toronto. So now our journey is Leicester, Toronto, Sweden, and New York. So that's we are preparing our 4 awards so far.
Because when you think of curry, curry is not just South Asian. Because if you go to Malaysia, you go to Thailand, they have different kind of curry, the green curry, the red curry. So there's the curry flavor in different part of Asia, not just, India or Pakistan or Mauritius or those places, right?
I agree with you 100%, but when we launch, I'm not deny. I love Mauritian curry, I love Thai curry. I mean, Sri Lanka, all sort of curries there, and so I'm Chinese curry,
Yes.
But I'm not. But when we launch, we just that time we didn't hands up. We just, because I come from South Asian culture and I just focus on South Asian culture. That's not mean I don't like other curries. So now a lot of people ask me this question: what will be like a Chinese curry or Thai curry or Japanese curry? No, I said when we were celebrating our 5 years, that time we will be open to. That's my vision. I'm telling again exclusive. I had a lot of discussion on this with my team, so we're going to be open to all curries.
I like that. Worldly curries, all kind of curries around the world that you can try, and to expand it. There's definitely growth improvement and expansion, because for different palate, and it brings in also different flavors because you bring in coconut, you bring in bamboo shoots. Not that I'm a big cook, but I love eating, so those are the different flavors that you can get in curries as well too.
And a friend of mine from Jamaica, and they have a beautiful curry, and Jamaican curry is
right.
It's
the West Indian curry,
just West Indian
absolutely,
curry,
yes.
So, and I had went a couple of times their home, and homemade Jamaican curry is amazing, and I said, wow. So, but now it will be soon, but in 5 years when we celebrate Leicester Curry Awards, that time we will expand it and open to all curry houses.
Romeo, thank you so much for coming. Appreciate you making the way all the way from England and promoting the Curry Award here in Toronto. That's coming up on June the 3rd. Any last word that you would like to tell our viewers? That's your camera.
Firstly, thank you very much, Nadirah, yourself and TAG TV team, and having me here. And the last few words I'm going to give you, with your permission, like to say in Urdu.
Absolutely.
So I always end like this. This is all for you, all the from England, and from my heart for you, Toronto Curry Awards and all GTA. क्या डराएगा तेज़ हवाओं का झोंका हमें, क्या डराएगा तेज़ हवाओं का झोंका हमें, हम तो दिया इश्क का तूफ़ान में जला लेते हैं. Take care. See you soon.
Wonderfully said. I'm going to ask Romeo after to translate that for me, because I speak French and Creole. I'm not sure what Romeo said, but thank you for that. And we look forward to the Curry Award coming out again on June the 3rd. And also, I would like to thank my fashion stylist, Susie Tomasi. Her website is susieqjewels.com, and a portion of her proceeds goes to the Women's Shelter. And also my wonderful makeup artist, Hannah Khan. Thank you everyone for joining us today. Please follow me on Instagram and check out my website, nadirah.ca. And my new tagline is stay positive and start believing. Take care.